I was talking to a realtor a couple of weeks ago, and they said something to me that absolutely baffled my mind. And this is the statement that they made. This person's been in real estate as long as me, got his license a couple of months before me, so about 7 years. We were having a conversation about the percentage of deals that we get under contract as opposed to the ones that actually make it to the closing table where the keys are handed over. And he said to me that he gets about 50% of his clients to the closing table. Y'all, that's something I'm going to address because that's something that's very scary. Dora Lejean, real estate agent with Real Broker, servicing all of Louisiana if you are thinking about selling, and most specifically the Acadiana region if you are thinking about buying anytime soon. Here is my success rate. About, I would say, 99% of contracts that I get under contract, which means a buyer wanted to go look at some homes and they found a home that they love, and or I'm the listing agent for lots and lots and lots of houses, but another realtor submitted an offer for a buyer. Getting something under contract is easy. A monkey can get something under contract. Getting it all the way to the closing table where the buyers and the sellers exchange keys and the deal is closed and everyone gets paid, that's a whole different ballgame. So when you are thinking about buying and or selling anytime soon, interview real estate agents and ask them this question. What is the percentage of deals that you get under contract that actually make it all the way to the closing table? And that number should be very, very high. My success rate is about 99%. Why? Because I was in education before I was in real estate, I got very good at heading off problems before they ever occur, which means I'm very, very proactive. And so by that I mean, when I list your house, if you're a seller, I'm going to tell you all the things that you can do to make sure that when it hits the market, it looks amazing and that it passes inspections, because buyers have the right to have your home inspected by anyone that they choose. So as a seller, you want to give an impression to that inspector, who the buyer gets to choose, that you took great care and great pride of your home, right? So during the inspection period, if you're the seller, you can't back out of that contract for any reason. The buyer can back out of that contract for any reason at all, or for no reason at all, during their due diligence and inspection period part of their contract. Okay? So that's something that can keep you from getting to the closing table. Let's say that you're a seller and you just have all kinds of things wrong with your house that you didn't want to fix ahead of time, and the inspector is going to find those things, right? The buyer is going to then see that report. The buyer then gets to decide, do they want to cancel the contract? Again, for no reason at all or for every reason on the contract, on the inspection report, okay? That's one reason that lots and lots of deals fall apart. Another reason would be, of course, if your listing agent priced your house well above what it's going to appraise for, and it doesn't appraise, and so you as the seller are thinking to yourself, I'm getting this amount of money because this is what the contract price is, right? But let's say for some reason it doesn't appraise for the sale price. The buyer can then cancel the contract if it doesn't appraise. Now you, as the seller, you can then decide that you want to lower the price to what it appraises for. And that's what I see happen 90% of the time. The seller will lower the price to the appraised price, and then the deal moves forward. But if for some reason the buyer is not happy with the low appraisal, and you or the seller doesn't want to lower the price, then they get to cancel the contract. All right? Just remember this. As a seller, once you go under contract with the buyer, there are very, very, very very few ways for you to get out of that contract. As the buyer, the ball is in their court once it's under contract, because there are so many reasons to cancel that contract along the way. So getting something under contract's easy. Getting it all the way to the closing table is not so easy. You want a real estate agent who closes lots and lots and lots of transactions, and when you ask the question, what's the percentage of deals that you get under contract that actually make it to the closing table? You want that number to be very, very high. Mine is about 99%. Y'all have a fabulous day, and remember this: in real estate, there are no stupid questions. The only way you're going to learn is if you ask your questions. Ask them all. And if you're not working with a real estate agent who you know, like, and trust, and who is doing a great job currently for you, give me a call. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Y'all take care.